The Flash,
iZombie, Arrow, Shield,
And we're gonna hate watch
The Geek Chat. .5.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Geek Chat .5.
Oh, we're on?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't point at me like
yeah,
you normally do.
we're
Hi,
on.
everybody.
When I start talking, we're on.
Oh, you talk all the time.
I do. But yes, you're tuning in to the Geek Chat .5, and I'm your host, Desmond, and with me is that loudmouth.
Who?
You.
Who? Me?
Are you an owl now?
I am an owl man.
Owl man?
I'm owl man.
Okay.
My name is Rich, and I will be your co-host.
You gave
on
away
tonight's.
you gave away your secret identity.
You know what? I'm like Barry Allen on The Flash. I'm just going to tell everybody. Except for the person I love.
I was so shocked that he did not tell her.
Hey, let's get into this, then we'll talk about that.
Okay, so first and foremost, you're listening to the Geek Chat .5. I said that 3 times. I know.
Now
And we're
who's a
here.
loudmouth?
We're here every Thursday. A new episode is posted every Thursday on SoundCloud between 12 and 2.
Except when he's running late.
Except when I'm running late with school because there's just not school and work because there's not enough hours in the day. But yes, this goes live or it's posted on SoundCloud on Tuesdays between 12 and 2. We have another show.
We
Which
have
is our
another
main
show?
Yeah, which is our main show. That's
Oh,
an hour-long show. It's a live show that we do called The Geek Chat on mixlr.com. And that is on Mondays from 6 to 7.
It's really good, too.
You should check us out.
I've listened to it.
And you can check all of our old catalog. We're out on our 3rd season now, and we're on our 17th episode of the 3rd season. So we're surpassed what we had last season. So we're getting more and more into this, and we're really jazzed about giving you guys this quality content. So you can check out all of our stuff on SoundCloud. Always search The Geek Chat. You can also check out our stuff on iTunes, Stitcher, as well as Tumblr, Google+, and you can also check us out now on YouTube. So please check us out again, The Geek Chat, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and let us know in the comments what you want, how you like it. Just let us know that you like us.
That's dirty.
I know.
You know what you didn't mention?
You can also pick us up on Instagram as well.
You know what you didn't mention?
What did I mention?
Our Facebook group.
Well, I always do that last. You know,
you
can
should
come
do
in
it now.
Okay, you can come in to Facebook and you can chat with Rich and myself.
And all our followers.
And all of our.
They're not called followers. That sounds odd.
Oh, members.
Members.
They're members of our Facebook group.
Members sound dirty.
Well, there's more than one, so I guess it could sound dirty. Anyway, you can check us out on the Geek Chat Facebook group. Always search The Geek Chat
Group,
and you can join the fun and start posting. Let us know what you're reading, what you're watching. It's all about comic books and various comic TVs, movies, and products. We are comic book geeks first and foremost. And on this episode, we talk about comic book TV shows. So, Rich.
Yes.
What comic book TV show did you want to talk about, or should we continue talking about The Flash?
Let's just keep talking about this week's episode of The Flash.
Yes, it was a great episode. We finally get to see that big ape again.
Yes, you were wondering where he was, and
I'm very excited that he's back. You know,
I liked the relationship that they kept with Caitlin, because Caitlin was the one person that was nice to him.
Yep.
And then he's all mean to her.
Well, I think he wasn't mean to her. I think he was just trying, he has an ulterior motive. He wanted to create more apes like himself because he's lonely. Like, I get that.
Can we just fast forward to the end?
Why?
Oh my God, that was
like
so cool. No, I loved it.
No. I'm saying you didn't like the lead up and his dad coming back.
No, I loved it all. I just want to say how awesome it was to see Gorilla City. Like that was so cool.
Yeah, it wasn't the gorilla carved out of the mountain and everything like that. It was a really interesting episode, and I cannot wait to see what they're going to do more with it. Although, isn't it funny though that they gave him like more gorillas and he's evil, right? So maybe they thought they were trying to be good humanitarians.
They did.
By sending him to Earth 2's Gorilla City, which in my opinion means we're going to get more action. I don't think they're ever going to close the portal between Earth 2 and
because
Earth Prime.
Once they find out, God finds out where the main portal is. No, I hope we get a guerrilla war next season. I mean, do it next season.
Yeah, we have to see, like, we got to see our our quintessential Grodd guest appearance. He's kind of like Charo. He's probably gonna show up a couple times. Coochie, like on the Love Boat and Fantasy Island and shit like that. And then he's gonna go away, for a while. But I really want to see a guerrilla war.
I want to revisit that.
I want to see.
Wow.
I want to see a whole big thing with like the Heroes of Tomorrow and the Arrow Squad and the Flash Squad, and I want to see them all.
And the Supergirl Squad.
No, I don't want to see them all turned into apes. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh my god, that would be fun.
Or they brought in the Ultra Humanite.
Ooh,
that would be
I need a
so
tissue.
cool. I would be so excited for any of that and all of it. Bring it.
We had some nice dad time.
Yes, I was happy that he came back. And I was glad that he was. I liked that the angst didn't go on for a long time, and I'm glad that his dad was there to really, and he didn't say like, oh, you couldn't understand and blah blah blah, and he pined for a while. But no, it was just like he pined for a while. He went to another room and then he like poured his guts out. And his dad was like, no, this is what you have to do, and he told him about his experience. So I liked it. It was kind of a one and done thing. Yeah, people have crisis of conscience of what they're doing, and I liked that. I liked it.
I thought we talk about Supergirl and the relationships, how people talk to each other, and how, sugary and sappy it is. But the Flash this week did it as a father-son. It was very believable. The fact that the dad knew exactly what the kid was going through. Then we have Iris, who for once
you saw that,
did the right thing. And
didn't tell. No. And then the whole thing with when Joe and his dad.
Oh yes.
Were talking about it, and Iris didn't she held it back about telling that you have an actual illegitimate son.
No, this episode hit all the right notes.
Like, and I want to see the kid. I want to see that play out.
It's
like,
Wally.
You don't. Well, of course it's Wally. Yes, it's going to be Wally. It's going to be his illegitimate son, and they're going to bring him out, and he's going to get become a speedster. That's totally fine. Like, I want to see that. Like, I'm fine with that, but I'm just like excited that they're planting those seeds even further.
Yeah.
For stuff that's gonna come in the past.
Really great episode.
Very strong. Oh, and then seeing Hawkgirl.
I kept rewinding.
Yeah, seeing
and then hitting pause, rewind, hit pause.
So I have a question. So I needed to think this or go back. Did Cisco see Hawkman too, or was it just
Just her? Now, someone brought up today, one of my customers said, how did he not know it was a girl? And my thing was, well, wait, hold on. Here's what I said. I believe, A, he's really not used to getting these vibes. So when he touched her, he saw it, but he saw it from behind real quick. No, he saw the front.
No. He saw it from behind, and her wings were flowing.
No,
then she turns around.
She turned in the first one.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
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 Audience says he touched the boob. No, he didn't.
Yes.
We're gonna have audience. You're hearing us now. What happened in that episode? Let us know.
He saw it. It turned.
She did not turn around.
And then it went. And then yes, she did. And then it went close up on the face.
That was the last time. That was the second time when he hugged her again, and then he realized.
He saw. He didn't see Hawkman. No.
He didn't see her. He didn't see her face in the first one. All he saw was the.
I didn't say he saw face.
You said
in the first one. No. It's from the front, but from the front going up.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna have to agree disagree until people in the chat can let us know exactly what happened.
All right.
Okay.
But anyhow, I'm sticking to the point of it was a quick vibe in the first one. So yes, he just saw a person with wings.
It looked really good though. Like I liked seeing her costume. I don't know if I'm so. See, that's the thing about seeing stills of pictures with costumes, especially because you don't really know how it looks until someone moves in the costume. Like, I really agree with, like, you got to see it move. You got to see the actor give that costume life. Because when I was looking at the costumes for the Hawks, I was kind of like, this is like a lot of costume going on. What's really like, because he's Hawkman and for the most part Hawkgirl, they're not wearing a lot of clothes.
Well, they are now.
Well, they are now, but I'm just like, I want to see.
I'm okay with that though.
No, so am I. Again, but I want to see like how it looks. Like I'm really interested in seeing how it looks, and the wings looked good. Like when she was flapping her wings, even in the vision, it looked good. So of course it's probably going to be some CGI and I'm hoping that it's CGI and puppetry a little bit, so it's not all computer generated.
Yeah.
That's my hope. But yeah, Flash it had so many good things going for it right now. Like I just can't wait for all the speedsters, and I do think that it's going to be a whole bunch of speedsters fighting Zoom at the end.
I also liked the way Harrison Wells finally got accepted, we'll say.
He didn't get accepted. He allowed himself to be accepted.
Well, yeah, but
like, he stopped being an asshole. That's what happened.
Did you notice that? Like, he went from being a dick to finally being nice.
Well, yeah. He was just like, I can't do this alone. I can't be a dick all the time. And I was just like, whatever, Harrison Wells. Stop being a dick. And
he listened to you.
He did. I was happy.
He did. They heard you.
And then the whole thing about the microtechnology and him getting a ring. I'm so excited.
Do you need a second tissue?
You know what? Hush. Okay. I'm just... My geekgasms are my own, and I don't leak.
I don't want them.
There you
Thank
go.
You.
So you had talked about Supergirl and how Supergirls, when they have their kind of character moments, cheesy character moments.
This week's was different,
and I think it really helped. I'm glad they showed this episode and not a different one. Because
now we're on Supergirl.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we're on Supergirl now, but I liked this episode, because of what it did, for Supergirl and for the hey, great, how are you guys? I'm glad that Supergirl did what it did. I liked how she was introduced, Livewire. I liked her power set. I liked how she used her powers. The effects were really, really good. Even when she was doing the weird, like live wire kind of
with the whips.
With the whips in her.
The whips was awesome.
No, but it so reminded me of like Mickey Rourke from like Iron Man 2 when she's doing the whips and then she's
this was
her.
better.
Oh yeah, this is definitely better.
This is so much better.
And how she was able to like teleport through stuff, and I loved her little Max Headroom when she was in the back talking to Kat. And I like seeing a vulnerable side of Kat too. Like I swear to God, the one thing that this show has going for it is Calista Flockhart. She's amazing in this show. What'd you think of it?
So in case you didn't know, they replaced the regularly scheduled episode with next week's episode because of everything that's been happening in the world. So we get a little bit more of Cat Grant being nice, and I like the progression they're showing. Now that we know this one, was supposed to be next week's, I like that it's getting better. Every week gets stronger, and the fact that they showed us their 5th or 6th episode now just shows that they really do mean to put a lot into it. And I actually liked this week's episode more than I've liked the last couple weeks. I just felt like there was more character progression in it.
Yes.
Like they're really upping, and thank God there was a teachable moment in this episode, but it didn't hit you over the head like the last couple ones.
Which one moment are you talking about?
For Supergirl?
Yes.
Seeing people and understanding that we might not know everything that there is to know about someone. When Kat was talking about, oh, you lost your parents. I mean, for the longest time, she didn't even know really what she looked like. And I loved it when she said, well, we can get Wynn to do it. And she's like, who? And she's like, the IT guy. He sits across from me. I mean, it just proves that, Kat
doesn't see anybody. Yeah.
No. So I like this little glimpse that she might. I don't want them to become friends, and I still want her to be mean.
No.
But I like the fact that she might have a little soft spot, which shows a human side to Kat, who in the first 3 or 4 episodes is very bitchy, robotic. I mean, that it's just she seems to be the same, but the last couple episodes we've been seeing more human side.
Exactly, and I
actually liked this week's Supergirl.
It was, and I really liked the when they talked about how her father worked for the DEO, and I was like, yay, there's more to it. Like they're still going to be pulling some more out of it. We find out why. I
love the end though. Yeah, that since they both knew the secret, they were like, yes, sir. I loved it.
Yeah, it's the show will grow. It will find its footing.
Okay, I just want to say that I think CBS and the producers and everyone is doing a disservice to Supergirl by saying it's on our own, it's standing on our own. because if you at least acknowledge the fact that it was in the Arrow Flash universe, you would get those people that aren't necessarily watching it. See you later. That watch, Arrow and Flash, they might
boost the ratings.
Start watching and boost the ratings. But the fact that you've come out and said, "Oh, not right now. We're going to let it stand on our own," you can't. And this is one of the things that frustrates me. No, this is one of the things that frustrates me. After watching S.H.I.E.L.D., which we'll talk about in a bit, and if you're reading the comics, Contest of Champions and Ultimates, both tied into a Marvel app game, you've got the cartoons, which directly reference the movie universe. You've got the Lego. So Monday was Lego Avengers Assembled, which took place directly after the Avengers movie. So Marvel is letting you know that all of this, their TV, their cartoons, their video games, everything is connected. This is my problem that DC has right now with their comic books and their TV shows. Is I just found out yesterday, I didn't know, that Ezra Miller, I'm not familiar with this person, he's playing the Flash in the movie. And I thought, after this week's episode of The Flash, the fact that he's not going to be the big screen is kind of disappointing because he's playing a great character. He's learning. And also, how dumb is it for DC, or Warner Brothers, I should say, this just proves you wouldn't have to do a Flash origin movie because there's a TV show.
Yep.
You just can have a giant 2.5-hour Flash blockbuster. Same with Arrow. Same with Batman if they did it right. The point that everything in DC, even their comic books, are in different continuities, and this is my opinion, is one of their mistakes. After they look at how great Marvel's doing it, reeling it all together. Like, you can read the comic and know that that's going to be on S.H.I.E.L.D. You can play their video games and know that's what you're going to see. But for DC, you really can't.
Yeah, they need to stop. They need to stop siloing their projects and really break it down. And
I kind of felt bad for Gustin. What's his name? Grant Gustin, the guy that plays Flash.
Yeah,
he's doing an amazing job. He should be allowed to be up there on the big screen.
I agree. It does make sense, and it makes it, for me, it makes it kind of confusing about who's where and what's going on, and it just doesn't need to be siloed like that. They could all have it be in a shared universe, and just I just don't understand why would it be is it an ego thing? Like they don't want to admit that Marvel was right, or that they
they think they're doing their own thing by doing all this, but it really is going to confuse people when this Flash isn't the same Flash that we see on TV, and even if they do different things, you've got a built-in audience for. By the time that comes out, it's going to be 4 seasons if it continues.
And I totally understand why Quicksilver died in the Avengers movie. Because not to compete with the other Quicksilver. Totally understandable.
Yeah.
That's why. Well, I'm not going to spoil anything because although everything is spoiled anyway, about the major death that's coming, and it's just like people are just silly, and I think these studios are just silly. Just let them all play together. Like let it be a shared universe. Let them all benefit from each other.
Oh, I think Supergirl would greatly benefit from a nice little ratings boost if Flash showed up. Like you said, I mean, how great would it be if one episode, maybe the cliffhanger episode right before that towards the end, they go on their race.
No, I would just love that. I would love a two-parter a race around the world. And have it be the two-parter, and have something happen.
They gotta save people all the time, or something.
No, not even that. It's just. I think it would be great if it started off as a way, like if you're listening, producers, like why don't you do it like this? It starts off as like a friendship tour or whatever between the Flash and Supergirl. They get together, and it's this big promotional thing, for them to have a race around the world. And so what happens is one of their villains.
It benefits Cat Grant
or whoever, but two villains from
each
show join together. So we have this weird kind of Marvel.
Marvel.
No. What was that thing they did in a long time when it was when they where villains switched roles and fought the other superheroes? Remember that? It was Not Fall of the Mutants. It was Acts of Vengeance.
Acts of Vengeance.
Yes, if they did sort of an Act of Vengeance style thing in which they tried to kill them, tried to kill Supergirl and the Flash as they ran around the world.
So Livewire goes after the Flash.
Exactly, and one of the Flash villains, Zoom goes after Supergirl or whatever,
Yeah, Zoom goes after Supergirl, breaks that little girl,
or something, it doesn't have to be.
Right now, I think
people.
Zoom could take out Supergirl.
Probably the way
the Earth 2 Zoom could take out Supergirl.
Yeah. But I mean, something like that. It would have to. It could be something so innocuous and simple. That doesn't have to be. But I think that would really boost Supergirl's ratings.
Well, I mean, talking about ratings, look what Constantine did for Arrow. So it's definitely out there that
weird.
People want these characters.
They just didn't want on those channels because
Correct.
Because those channels were neutering those channels are neutering their properties. That's the problem.
Yeah, and it proved with the ratings boost that Arrow got that people wanted to see Constantine in the shared universe with Arrow.
Exactly. That is the biggest indicator that they want people. We want a shared universe.
Yes, we do.
Want a shared universe. So, speaking of shared universes, Arrow.
Arrow. I gotta tell you, I got notes.
Well, I like it, but that island, the island has got to be like Krakatoa or something.
Yeah,
it's like that island is alive.
So
you know what I think at the end and the last episode of Arrow, they should blow that island up. Seriously. Don't you think that'd be kind of cool if they blow it up? Just he's stuck on there and he's like, oh my god, we gotta kill it, roar, and then they blow it up.
And then it comes back and it goes.
It comes back.
It gurgle, and
they
just grows.
They put it on Earth too. They just they ship the island to Earth too.
Well, there is an island on Earth too.
Who knows?
So some of the things for Arrow for last week's Arrow.
He's got notes, folks. He's really
Some of the things was funny because when you watched Felicity, she was not typing. She was just random fingering.
Oh, stop it.
No, it's funny because she's sitting there random fingering.
Yes.
How great that we finally have on, they haven't actually come out and said, but how great on Arrow that we have a positive, gay, black, soon-to-be superhero. How awesome is that?
It was great.
And he is doing, I love him on that show.
And
I think Mr. Terrific is terrific on that show.
I love when he put his hand up again.
Oh my god, it said nope.
I thought you were the Arrow, but you're not because you have the same chin. And I'm thinking, is it because of the beard or
something? I love that.
Or are people just so gullible that they're just it's the Superman
when
syndrome.
You take your glasses off, I think you're someone totally different.
I am.
You're like Randy Jackson.
Shut up.
Who says bling anymore? I was shocked to hear bling. Do people still say that word?
No.
Then the writers need to learn not to say it.
They're white people.
When they broke in to they broke into Cord Industries, which how cool Cord.
Yes.
Ted Cord. And now remember a long time ago, if you go back and listen to some of our older ones, you talked about Nathan Fillion and that other guy playing.
Yes.
I finally saw what he looks like. I know him from, we used to watch, what was it, Suburgatory he was on?
Yeah, he was on Supergirl.
And finally know
Alan
who you're talking.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I want those.
Right?
I want those as.
And people are like, they're too old. And I'm like, screw that.
Screw that. So when they break into Cord Industries, who just leaves shit on wire shelving in the middle of nowhere, not in boxes? It's just laying there. I mean,
come on. It was a warehouse.
I know I'm being hard on the show, but come on now.
It's a warehouse.
It's lazy writing.
What?
The other thing is when
they
you
have
watch
pressure-sensitive floors.
When you watch things, it's so funny. I always like to rewind and slow things down to watch glass shatter before bodies hit it. And that happened a couple times on Arrow.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I don't care that glass shatters before bodies hit it.
It's funny because the glass totally came flying and then the person went through it.
I don't care.
Please don't call MacDiggle. Don't call him Spartan. That is stupid. Just call him Guardian.
Yeah, when they
you
said
think Guardian sounds stupid, Spartan sounds worse.
When they said Spartan, I was like, so I really hope that they Iron Chef
no,
and
for later.
Oh, okay, sorry. That was someone from the
don't worry, just keep talking.
Something from the audience.
Keep talking.
So interruptive. Anyway,
it's a good thing that last week's Arrow there was no crime in the city.
No,
because there was so much other happening.
No, I wanted to say, but I think they called him Spartan But I think he's gonna say something and be like, "You called me Spartan, but I didn't really like that. We should go with something else." And they're gonna start calling him Guardian. I really think that's why they did it.
I think they should call him MacDiggle.
They're not gonna call him Magdiggle.
MacDiggle.
Magdiggle sounds like a rapper. So
Well, with that stupid hat, I hate that
one of
helmet
those
so
bad
much.
boy rappers, right?
MacDiggle, yo.
Bad boy.
Don't sing.
But yes, I enjoyed Arrow. Although I think this whole like blood crazy chicks killing folks. I
You're
don't know
not
about
into
that.
the blood crazy chicks killing folks?
Well, it's like they come back, but they gave her soul back, but they have to they both have like bloodlusts. It's like I get it. It's kind of funny, but I don't know.
I can't wait to see her turn into White Canary and go with the Legends of Tomorrow.
But do you think her becoming White Canary is one of the things that's going to purify her soul or something like that?
I think it's going to help her find redemption.
But
let's go with that.
You think so?
I do.
I mean, I hope so. This is what I'm hoping because they're all supposed to find some kind of redemption.
I also want her to get a little surgical implant so she can scream at people.
Well, maybe that'll be part of her.
Her upgrade.
Her upgrade. She'll be able because that Laurel has that thing on her.
I know. I love it. The cameo.
Throat. Yeah, that was so cool.
Powers, people. Powers.
I know. I love it. But Arrow's been pretty good. I like seeing him shrinking. What the hell was that? And then the dwarf. Are we gonna get Eclipso? Then we're gonna get Eclipso because of the black dwarf, the black diamond.
That would be cool.
I was thinking, oh my god, is it mysticism? Are we actually gonna get Eclipso?
That'd be cool.
And I was thinking, Eclipso? Can you say Dr. Fate? And I was like,
well, the helmet was on Constantine.
Exactly. And we know that it's a shared universe. So
that part is the shared universe.
Exactly.
Yes.
So now I'm thinking of if we're all talking about mysticism and all this other shit, are we going to get Eclipso? Are we going to get Dr. Fate? Or are we going to get, all these mystical creatures?
So they got to be careful who they use because supposedly the rumor is that Justice League Dark is still a go.
Doesn't matter though, remember, because it's not a shared universe. Remember?
True, but remember they can't use characters they're going to use on TV. That's why the Suicide Squad is no longer there. That's why they did Hive. Because there is no Suicide Squad because of the movie that comes out next year that you definitely will want to tune in and listen to our review of.
Yes. So since we've been talking so much about DC shows, let's talk about S.H.I.E.L.D.
S.H.I.E.L.D. was so
pretty
far my second favoriteest.
Pretty good.
Favoritist. So my favoritist. So anyone that used to watch the Food Network, the Iron Chef's.
Oh, is this what he was trying to say?
Yes, the Iron Chef's nephew. That ran it,
Mike DaCosta or whatever.
He's
an old school kung fu guy who made a whole bunch of kung fu movies in the 90s.
He was on it, and so was the guy from The Millers.
The Millers?
The Millers was a short-lived TV show.
No, I know. Which
guy?
So
remember the guy that was in charge of the computer room?
Yes.
That with the glasses? That was him.
He's like a big old nerd boy, which is funny. He was in Scott Pilgrim, too. So.
Oh, yes. I think last night's S.H.I.E.L.D. showed
them working as a team, which I enjoyed.
Them working as a freaking team, finally.
And I loved Coulson. Coulson being a badass and, like, calling her out. Great. Although I was telling Rich this earlier, I still think she's Hive.
Yeah?
Not Hive.
Hive.
Hydra. Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
I still think she's Hydra, and I think that she gave that other guy up in order
she was found out.
Exactly, in order to shift focus. I think that's what she did.
Probably. I really liked May. May showed, again, it's a little bit of character progression.
I'm kind of tired of her.
No, but last night when she said to, Electro Boy, I was very happy.
She needs to have a different facial expression, though. She can't always be pissed. I'm sorry. Like, every time I see her, she's pissed. I get it. Her husband's
angry.
I get it. She wanted to take vacation. Her husband is an inhuman. People are pissed, but she had to shoot him. I get all that. But, girl, smile just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Give her something to smile about.
I don't care. She should be happy all the time.
Why should she be happy?
Because that the other crazy guy.
Her husband is gone.
So?
No. No.
She's always angry. Like
she's angry.
Even when she's happy, she's angry. I don't know. It's just something about her character is just.
I never smile.
Yes, you do. I've seen you smile.
But
I actually have video of it.
Oh
so.
no.
But S.H.I.E.L.D. was really good. I like that they're really giving Hydra a new backstory or a much more expanded backstory. and tying it all together with the monolith, and that there could be an inhuman living on this planet who was this antichrist inhuman to rule the world or some shit like that. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm intrigued by it.
Aren't you glad I made you start watching it? Just say it. Say yes. Say yes, you were right.
Why are you smiling? Stop
Say
it.
Yes, you were right.
Okay, yes, you were right. It's been a really good show, and it's one of the shows that I watch consistently, and if it wasn't for school, I probably watch it live.
So, what happened to Molecule Boy? Or not Melter Boy? What do we call him?
Oh,
the gay one.
They took him away. They took him away when they had to capture.
Well, now that
Barnwood.
we know, so here's the thing: I want to see. Hopefully, someone connects the dots that what Andrew did, keeping all of them off the roster. Hopefully, they're like, oh, and we see more of him.
Well, this is what I think is going to happen. I'm playing devil's advocate. I think what's going to happen is they're going to find a way to reopen the portal. They're going to bring that guy back who what's her name was in love with.
Oh, that was sad. That kiss.
Yeah, we're cursed. I was like, oh, but they're going to bring him back, and then they're going to have to form the team to stop the thing that's on the planet. I think that's what's up. But that's our time, everybody. So want to say thank you so much for tuning in for this week's edition of the Geek Chat. Again, we will be posting it on SoundCloud. We'll always post it on Thursdays between 12 and 2 on SoundCloud.
They know that they're listening to it.
And, in the future,
you can find new episodes Thursday between 2 and 12.
Yeah, and this is when you're listening to this one. So I want to give a special thanks to our sponsors, Club Card Printing, who prints all of our pamphlets and our
We have pamphlets?
Yeah, pamphlets that say, Rich
Where
and
have
I
I haven't seen them yet?
No, Rich and I go door to door and we're like, can we interest you in the Geek Chat? But we get all that
It's
stuff printed.
the religion of the Geek Chat.
No, don't say that. But we get it printed at clubcardprinting.com. I also want to say thank you to Gene Gelmet, our resident artist of RLT Press, and on Comic Book Resources column, The Line It Is Drawn. He's the one that does all the cute pictures of Rich trying to kill me.
I do.
And stay tuned because we're going to try to do something special with him
in the new year.
During the new year. Also want to say thank you to our mistress of the mix board, Terry Miller, who does all those fantastical magical sounds that bless your ear holes every week.
Bless you.
Also want to say thank you to our major sponsor, Whatever Comics, located at
548 Castro Street, between 18th and 19th in finely cool San Francisco. Check us out on the web at whateverstoreonline.com or on Facebook at Whatever Store.
All right, everybody. And again, I'm Desmond.
I'm Rich.
And we'll see you soon.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
night. Or day, or whenever the hell you're listening to this.
Weekly updates.
And Supergirl, 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 and Supergirl.
The Geek Chat. Point